Hello procrastinators, welcome back. So today we are going to make a cup turner, a cuptisserie, so that we can start making some beautiful cups here on Procrastination DIY. So to make a cup turner, well, let me show you. So we're going to do that. Well, we're not going to do all of this, but we're going to show you how it was put together. So this is my first finished one. I'm going to show you the other one, but before I do, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell. All right, let's get started. Okay, so let me show you just what I purchased. So first, from Amazon, they have a synchron motor for cup turner, a cuptisserie, and this is the 2.5 rotations per minute plus 5 to 6 rotations per minute. So that included 2 motors. So this is the motor. It included those other pieces. This is going to be used to connect your wire to your motor. So your wire for your plug, which is here, to the wires to your motor. So this little piece does that. It also has this right here. I don't know what it's called, but basically it's like a big nut with 2 baby little screws and then one a little bit larger screw, but still a small screw. So that is going to help you connect it to a piece of PVC pipe. So let me just tell you about the base of this before we get started with putting the motor on. So I watched a couple of videos of people who said do this for less than $25. I normally have spare wood around, but I know someone else who has some spare wood, so he was very nice and gave me some. So this is a 1x6. I wanted a 1x4, but again, we're using spare pieces, so we use the 1x6. So we have a 1x6 as a base. This 1x6 is 20 inches long, so it's a 1x6 by 20 inches. We also had 4 1x4s that are 5 inches high. So it's a 1x4 inch, and then it's 5 inches high. So you got your 1 as your width, just in case you don't know that, and 4 there, and then it's 5 inches high. So we have 4 of those. In 2 of those, you're going to make a hole. Your motor's gonna go through this hole. And as you can see, you need it to line up with your other hole. So 2 of your 1x4s is going to have, this is a 1 1/8 hole in this, so that I have enough room for my 3/4 inch pipe, PVC pipe. So that fits in there. So I think that's all. And then we put 2 additional holes. The holes just need to be big enough to fit your wires through. So I think my bottom hole is a little too small, so I'm just gonna work it out a little bit with my screwdriver. So anyways, so that is that. So a 1x6 or 1x4 by 20, 4 1x4s by 5 inches high. And so basically what we did was we made the box. So the box is just wood glue within each one of these seams, and then we took a nail gun, pop pop pop. So nail gun on here, this side, a nail gun on this side. So we did that all the way around until we made the box. Once we made the box, we secured the box to the board, the baseboard, and we did that with 2 holes on each of the box. So these should probably, you need to mark it, which we did on the base. So you mark it on the base, you make some pre-holes so that you'll know where your holes are gonna go, and then you just screw them in from the bottom. And then you have to do, it's not recess, what's the thing? You need to make sure that your screws aren't sticking out. So you wanna do, not recess, I can't think of what it's called. Anyways, you need to make sure you need to make the hole a little bit bigger, just a little lip at the top. So you can use a little bit bigger bit to make it have that lip, so that the screw can fit down in there and not on top. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So anyways, to actually put the motor on, you're going to, so the motor is going to fit, my speaker just got off. The motor is going to fit like this. And you're going to, so the one thing that this kit didn't come with, there's like 4 screws here. You're going to need 2, you only need 2 little screws, 1 for each side, so that you can secure this to the piece of wood. So you're going to do that, but before you do that, you're going to set up this motor kit here. So move that out of the way. So like I said, you have this one little screw, which is going to go, yeah, I got to get it where it's supposed to be. This one little screw, which is going to go in top on, in the, it'll go here. So you see that right there? So it'll go there. So you have that one little screw for that. Then you have these little baby screws, and they will go into these little holes on the side. So, and then the motor has a little hole right there. So, basically you're going to just put this nut piece onto your motor shaft, and then there's a little hole. Let me find it. So there's a hole right there. So I've just been lining it up with that. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see the little light coming through that. So I just line that up. And then I have such fat fingers. God. Okay, I'm gonna have to find that one. Oh my God, there's so much stuff in this room. Okay. So I, to make this easier for myself, I try to make the, I don't know, I had a better time with the first one, of course, the one that I didn't record. Let me take it off of there. So that's what I did. And that's what I did wrong. So I got it on there just by using these 2 pieces first, and then just was able to twist it around into that hole, not putting it all the way in, or you won't be able to get it on to the motor shaft, but just being able to twist that where it's still, yeah, you're not gonna be able to see that, where it's still kind of flush. So I might have to cut my camera off so I can find my other one. So I'll be right back. So there is a little Allen wrench that comes with this, so you can put that inside of there so that you can twist it and make it tight onto that shaft. I'm trying to do that the hard way. So there you have that. So that is on there, it's secure. So then from there, you have your other little screw, which, oh, I forgot to tell you. So I got the cap to the 3/4 inch PVC pipe. And so the screw, this little one, is going, I put a hole in the top and just need it to be small enough where it doesn't swallow the screw, where it won't be able to catch on it. So the screw will, yikes. So I'm going to use a Phillips to help me get that into that hole. Yeah. You know, everything just falls apart when you're doing it on camera. So, there. So, it's not focusing like I want, but, so that's all we're doing with that. So the little screw goes in there, and then when I put this through this hole, then I can screw it in this way from putting my Phillips through this hole. So before I do that though, I need to kind of secure this. Now, I don't know what you have in your house, but we just have a bucket of random screws. So I'm gonna need to find 2 little baby screws, which I see some, of course, all the way at the bottom. So I'm going to find these random screws. I am going to put this here with a screw, 1 screw on this side and 1 screw on that side. I'll come back when I do that. Finish doing that. Okay, so I have mounted the motor, and I didn't put it on there too tight yet because I need to make sure that the PVC pipe is going to be level. But as you can see, what I also did was put the wire through that first small hole. Like I said, my hole wasn't big enough, so you know, you do make it work. So I worked with my screwdriver until I made it big enough. You could always just take it and drill another hole, but I am not doing that. So I just wanted to make sure those pieces were in. So those are the wires that I'm going to connect in a few minutes. But before I do that, I need to connect this pipe cap, PVC cap, to the motor. So the way I'm going to do that is, I want you to see this, which I'm not going to be able to show you like that. So here is the nut that we were working with before that's attached to the motor. And so now basically my cap is going, my cap is going to go here, and then my PVC pipe will connect to it there. So in order to do that, I'm going to do it this way so I can see. I'm going to screw that little screw into that nut, which, like I said, is now connected to the motor. There we go. So that just means that, so now that's connected, so you can see that. So I put the little screw in there, so the screw's down in there, and it's connecting to that nut that's attached to the motor. I've said that a couple of times now. And then your PVC pipe will go in here and connect to that cap. So, and really, once you put a football on there, that'll be it for that piece of it. But before we do that, we need to connect the wires. So you have this little piece here. It has 2, I don't know what they're called. It has two socket thingy things on this side. I should know this because I worked in avionics for several years, but I don't right now. So anyways, this little thing is going to make your circuit complete. I do know that. So you're going to take your two pieces of your plug wire and you're going to put one on each side. So these things have like a little clicker thing. See how that's moving? So you're going to put, and this can be torn apart a little bit. You're going to put one, you're going to push down on that one, you're going to stick the wire inside. And that's all that is to that. So then you're going to push down on the other one and put the other wire on the other side. And you can see I can pull on it, they're not coming out. And then you do the same thing with your motor wires. Now these aren't, like the plug wires are stiffer. These aren't as stiff, so you might just have to twist them a little bit. But once you have twisted them, you're basically doing the same thing. You're going to push going in the other direction, and you're just sticking that wire in there. Twisting, making sure that all the wires are together. Push down on that connector and push that wire in there. You can pull on it, see that it's not going anywhere, and then I just stuffed it back down in here like that. This kit the wire did come with an on-off switch, which is great. So you can plug it in and cut it on and off. So the next piece to this would be just putting that PVC pipe on. This pipe was cut to 5 3/4. But on the one that I just showed you that was completed, I made it 9 1/2. And I like that a little bit better. So I have another pipe here that I'm going to cut down after I'm finished making this video. So here I bought one of those dollar footballs that I had. So really the dollar football came with this thing on it. And I bought it with this because then you already have that hole. So, and with this I just put, because this is probably maybe even less than a 1/2 inch in diameter. So I just took my scissors and cut it on the sides in a couple of places, so that it will fit around there. And then I put some E6000 in here just so that it will hold on to the pipe. So, and as you can see, all I'm doing is sticking that pipe inside of my football's hole. So that's it. That's the whole process. And let me plug it in so you can see, you know, this, for those of us who don't know a whole lot about electronics, it's not a bad deal. And I actually got the whole kit for like the motor kit for like $20 for the two and all the pieces that I showed you today. So I am going to put that link below. But look at that. So it's twisting. And here is a cup that I am going to epoxy soon, so I can cut it off. You just put it on there, and ba-bam, you got your cup turner. So I hope this video was helpful. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all the next time.